The Trey Hendrickson thing, though, I think they have played perfectly. We don't know what the final result is going to be, but we found out last Thursday that Trey Hendrickson had been given permission to go seek a trade. Basically, see who is going to pay him what the Bengals are not willing to pay him. He's not a free agent necessarily because he is under contract to the team. And in order to acquire Trey Hendrickson, you have to come up with appropriate conversation that would make the Bengals go, yes, let's make the deal. But the Bengals said to him, we're not paying you what you want, so go see if somebody else will. And if they will, and we can get taken care of on the back end, we'll send you there. No hard feelings. So Trey had a chance, and this was never going to be a weeks-long pursuit, or it shouldn't have been at least a weeks-long pursuit. This was never going to last all offseason. Free agency was about to begin. The Bengals have a season to prepare for. They've got to have contingencies against Trey not playing on the team. There are other edge rushers maybe out there, so they gave him a couple of days and said, go see if somebody will give you what you want. I have not seen it reported anywhere that a team was willing to do that. Again, I know it's not actual free agency because there's showing a willingness to give Trey what he wants and a willingness to give the Bengals what they're looking for to make the trade make sense. So he has a couple of days to go shop himself. There's no takers. There's no one out there. Maybe there would be if a trade wasn't in the works and Trey was an actual free agent. But there's nothing out there for him. And so now he's essentially forced to come crawling back in what is possibly a reduced bargaining position. Like, hey, I want $34 million. All right, well, go see if somebody will give it to you. Well, if nobody's going to give it to you, guess what, man? We're not going to give it to you either. So let's start from the beginning. Let's start from scratch and see if there's a long-term deal that makes sense for us, makes your position better. And hell, maybe Trey ends up signing with the team long-term and he plays maybe the remainder of his career in Cincinnati. And he does so without them having to pay him what he is looking for. They do so without having to go past what they think his value is. His bargaining position with the Bengals right now, from my perspective at least, is significantly diminished. Or he may say, all right, thank you. Appreciate the chance to go shop myself. Got a good sense for what the market is. Nothing really got done. But you know what I'll do now? I'll play for the Cincinnati Bengals in 2025. I'll try to have another outstanding season. And I'll see if I can boost my value on a market that's going to be wider open next year.